Hello student, this is your science teacher Aparna. As we know, we are studying chapter number 9 and chapter name is reproduction in animals. So in this chapter, mainly we are focusing in sexual reproduction. As we know, there are two modes of reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So we are focusing in sexual reproduction. So in sexual reproduction, what is going on? Fusion of female and male gametes. So for gamete, from where we are getting gametes, we need male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs. In sexual reproduction, two parents are needed, one female and one male. So from female reproductive organs, we are getting female gamete, and from male reproductive organs, we are getting male gametes. Okay. So if we are talking about reproductive organs, so in female reproductive organs there are three. These are three parts, which are ovaries, uterus and oviduct. Oviduct is also known as fallopian tube. And in male reproductive organs, testis, sperm ducts and penis. These are the parts of male reproductive organs. So today our topic is fertilization. So what is fertilization? It is also a part of sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, what is going on? Fusion of male and female gametes. So this process is also known as fertilization. So which are the female gametes and which are the male gametes? So in male reproductive organs are producing sperms. These are the male gametes. Okay, and this is the structure of a sperm, which has a head, a middle piece and a tail. This is the structure of a single sperm, which has head, middle piece and tail. Okay, and now what is a sperm? Sperm is male gamete. Okay, sperm is male gamete. Now this is the structure of ovum. It has nucleus, okay, and it is spherical in shape. It is also known as egg. And what is ovum? Ovum is female gamete. Okay. So ovum is female gamete. So now we have male gamete and female gamete. So what is the definition of fertilization? When ovum is fusing with sperm and it converts into zygote. It converts into zygote. So this is the structure of zygote. This process is known as fertilization. When female gamete is fusing with male gamete and it forms zygote. This process is known as fertilization. Sometimes, if we are talking about the types of fertilization, then it may be two types, internal and external. So some fertilization process are going on inside the body of an organism. Then this type of fertilization is known as internal fertilization. But sometimes it also happens outside the body. That is known as external fertilization. So if we are talking about the example of internal fertilization, so you can easily understand the reproduction process in human being and cows. These are the animals or organisms which has in which occurs internal fertilization. And if we are talking about external fertilization, then you can consider the example of frog, because in external fertilization, eggs are they use another medium. Just like in frogs, female frog lays eggs in water. Then sperms are deposited on these eggs and fertilization is going on. So this type of fertilization is known as external fertilization. And zygote. What is zygote? Zygote is the result of fertilization. Okay, zygote is the result of fertilization. When ovum, that means female gamete, and sperm, that means male gamete, when these are fusing with each other, you can also see the picture of fertilization in page number 104. Not 104, it is 102 in your book. So it will be helpful to you understand the process of fertilization. So in fertilization, what is going on? Only ovum, that means female gamete, and sperm, that means male gametes. These are fusing with each other and they are forming zygote. Okay. And zygote, what is the zygote? This is the beginning of formation of a baby. Okay, this is the beginning of formation of a baby, and this is the zygote. So what is the zygote? When female and male gametes are fusing with each other, when they are fertilized. Okay, when they are fertilized, when fertilization process is going on, then zygote forms. That means, now I hope you have understand what is fertilization. Fertilization is a process in which ovum and sperms are fusing with each other and they are forming zygote. Okay, and internal and external fertilization I have explained you, which fertilization is going on inside the body, that is known as internal fertilization, and which is going on outside the body, which is known as external fertilization. For example, internal fertilization in humans and cows, and hens, etc. And if you are talking about external fertilization, you can easily see the fertilization process of a frog. Okay, and what is zygote? Zygote is the beginning stage of a formation of a baby, and it is the result of fusion of ovum and sperms, and it is the result of fertilization process. Now, development of embryo. So zygote is very small in size. It is unicellular. When cell of zygote start to divide, and repeatedly it is divided, then it converts into embryo. That means zygote is unicellular, and when cells are dividing, then it converts into embryo. That means embryo is multicellular. And after some time, when growth and development is continue in embryo, and some organs, some body parts can be identified, then this stage of that baby is known as fetus. Now you can see a table: zygote, embryo and fetus. So I have explained you that what is the zygote, what is the embryo, and what is the fetus. So this table conclude these all things, and it will clearly say you the difference between zygote, embryo and fetus. So what is zygote and how we are getting it, okay, and how it forms. So by the fusion of male and female gamete. So how zygote forms? Zygote forms by the fusion of male and female gamete. If you are talking about embryo, then how embryo forms? By the repeated cell division of zygote. When zygote is continuously dividing, then we are getting embryo. So how embryo forms? Embryo forms by the repeated cell division of zygote. Now we are talking about fetus. Then how fetus form? By the growth and development of an embryo. So what we can say, by the fusion of male and female gamete, we are getting zygote. From zygote we are getting embryo, and from embryo we are getting fetus. Okay. Now second point, beginning of formation of a baby. So what is zygote? It is a beginning of formation of a baby. And what is embryo? An unborn baby in the uterus. Then I have explained you female reproductive organs. In that I have explained you that these are three parts, which are oviduct, uterus and ovary. So where these embryos are developing in uterus. Okay. So in uterus, an unborn baby in earlier stage up to 8 weeks. When it is up to 8 weeks, then it is considered as an embryo. And when it is and after 8 weeks till the birth, it is considered as fetus. So what is zygote? Zygote is the beginning of formation of a baby, and when cell division is continue, it is converted into embryo, and earlier stage up to 8 weeks. Okay, earlier stage up to 8 weeks is considered as embryo. Okay, that stage is considered as embryo. And when other body parts can be identified after 8 weeks, okay, so it is considered as fetus. So both are unborn baby, embryo is also and fetus is also. But what is the difference? In embryo you cannot identify the body parts, but in fetus you can identify the body parts. Okay, and Single cell, that means zygote is unicellular, very small in size. And how much small? Just like a full stop. Okay, how much small? Just like a full stop. Embryo is multicellular because it is the result of cell division of zygote, growing but not much developed. So in this stage, embryo is growing but it is not well developed. And when we are talking about fetus, it is also multicellular and body parts in it can be identified. So students, I hope you have understand the fertilization process, type of fertilization, and zygote, embryo and fetus. And one more thing, in internal fertilization, I have also taken the example of hen. In hen, internal fertilization is going on, but hens are not giving birth to the baby. These are laying the eggs. So there is a topic in your book, viviparous animals and oviparous animals. Okay, so we will continue it in our next class. Till then, watch and listen it carefully. Try to understand. If you have any doubt, please ask to me. Thank you. Have a nice day.